are going, not quite, but nearly simulated eventing today with the gorgeous teddy bear. Right, it is just before 7 a.m. I'm loading up the horse lorry because we're going to nip off. It's quite a long way away we're going for effectively cross-country schooling. But we're taking Teddy to Little Downham because they originally had a 2-phase schooling on today, and I don't think they got enough entries because everybody's been a bit concerned about the ground. So they've switched it to a flagged schooling, which is great because that means we can go and do a bit of practice around the course, and then for an extra £10 on the day you can use the show jumps as well. So I'm hoping we can sort of simulate the jumping phases of eventing. Obviously I'm not terribly alarmed about the dressage, we know how to do that these days, I hope. Yeah, we'll just go simulate those bits because I've not updated you on this bit. Teddy is back in work already. He had his 2 weeks off, which I said he would get bare minimum, and he was causing havoc in the field. Every time I brought anybody in to ride, Tony or Maggie, he was galloping over to the fence like, me, bring me in. Every time I turned them out, he was back at the fence like, hello, what about me? You're forgetting me. And yeah, it was just very, very clear that Teddy Bear wanted to be worked. So as I said on my last video with him, obviously it is important for them to have a break, but I never have a fixed amount of time that I'm leaving them on a break because you just don't know for sure how long they'll need. So he's had his 2 weeks as his minimum, and then obviously I was open to leaving him on holiday for up to 6 weeks. Sorry about the wind. And yeah, we didn't last 6 weeks, we managed 2 weeks, so that is absolutely fine. I'm just on my way down to the field to fetch him in now because I know he's been rolling in mud. We've been getting glorious rain and wind now apparently, so it's all nice and green. Mum's at the field saying hi to Flint, and yeah, I'll chat to you when it's not so windy. Morning, boys. Morning. Morning, you guys. Morning, Dummy. Not you today, baby girl.
There's your pony.
Thank you for my pony. There we go. So heading back in the other direction usually solves the worst of the wind issue because it's like a wind tunnel here as you round the corner. In winter it's not pleasant when it's blowing a gale and really cold, but hey ho, we're not in winter, so we're not going to dwell on that. Anyway, Teddy went on his way in, and if you listen, he's got a little front set of shoes on, so not shod behind yet. We've just done 2 in front, you know, just to check he's okay, which of course he was. You wouldn't have known that he's never been shod before. You just stood there, didn't you? You're a good boy. So anyway, you're gonna brush him, get him ready. Just wanted to say like a bit of a sorry for not vlogging lately. I've just had a bit of a sabbatical from it. I've been doing a lot. You may or may not have seen my mindset coaching business is now officially launched, which is amazing. But anybody who's started a business knows it takes a lot getting one off the ground, and for me, I already spin a lot of plates in my day anyway, let alone launching a new business on top of that. So it's just been sorting a lot of that out, so I've just taken a bit of a breather. So yeah, hopefully I'm back. I may or may not be like slightly sporadic about it, but hopefully yeah, I am back. I have actually only missed one week of vlogs, but I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm doing Ted a bit of breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna level with you guys. We don't have much footage because Mum and I have been so out of the swing of vlogging, so I'm putting together what we've got here and you can have a watch.
Let's have a quick pop Are you going to go trot and pop?
So this is actually the first time I've jumped Ted since before his holiday. So since I gave him a little tune up ahead of going to off church, where I actually chose not to run him, I just did the dressage. And as you can see, he's come out really keen, and I've got a real thing, especially with young horses. I've learned the lesson from Maggie where I try and support them, but actually I don't get too precious about the stride. If I miss, they need to kind of crack on and get on with it themselves, and it teaches them to think for themselves and to help you out when you get it wrong. Whereas I used to be so precious about it with Maggie that actually she then got upset if I ever missed, and I was like, well, it's kind of inevitable. So I had the principle with Donut when I produced him, and that seems to have stood me in good stead. So I'm doing the same with Ted. If you have miss, then we just go with it. So we popped him around this course. It was set up at 80. There was other people waiting to go, so I didn't get to go any bigger, but we just literally warmed up over those warm-up fences, a couple of jumps, and then went straight onto the course, a bit like being at a show, just to see what he thought. His first course of fences since Eland, and he felt really fantastic. Okay, so now on to the cross country. As I said, I don't have loads of footage. Mum, bless her, we started, the course was flagged, and there was an 80 and a 90 course flagged, so we were like, right, let's just jump around the 80 course. So I jumped 1 to 5 after jumping a cross country fence, and Mum thought she'd filmed it, and then she's like, I'm so sorry, I took a picture. So we didn't get the first few, but he was going great, and then you can see this was the next sort of stint of fences, and look how confidently he was going through them. It was just so fantastic. It's just like he's gone away, had that 2 weeks to have a bit of a think, and he's even more bold and even more chuffed and happy. So that's fantastic. This was gonna be his first time going through like a 3-part combination. So he had a roll top, 2 strides ditch, 2 strides roll top, and it's just so great. And then he throws in a flying change as I come around the corner as well. So then his first skinny that he's going to jump to is heading straight towards water. I do think I went and splashed him through the water before I did this, because I thought otherwise, you know, that is quite a question. But look, he's just like, say like, cool, like this is easy, I love this, which was great. And then after we'd done that, I was like, oh well, we might as well go and do some of the 90 bits. So there was a nice 90 jump ditch jump, so we went and built that up. He did his first arrowhead, he did his first corner. Unfortunately, I think by that point it was raining, and mum got us over the arrowhead, but she didn't get us over the corner. And then we did have a bit of a play at the water as well. He drifted slightly as we went over the skinny, so I was like, right, let's do that again. Oh my god, ice cream van. Can you hear the ice cream van? I love ice cream vans. I should really go buy an ice cream from the ice cream van one day. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. He jumped much straighter this time, which was great. And then there was this teeny tiny log that was like sort of on the edge of the water. I was like, brilliant, let's do that as well. That's really good to practice. So we did a little bit of schooling, but most of it was actually just building up around the course. And what I found was he was just really quite confident whenever I brought him in trot, canter, the lights. He was fantastic. The only time I had any problems was if I wasn't concentrating, which you'll see when we do the jump ditch jump on the 90, because I was actually having a quick chat to Carla, Muddy Mayhem, and I just didn't have him between my hands and legs, so that was my fault. And then that was it. He was brilliant. So here you're going to get to see the little drift out to the side. I'd been chatting, we'd had a walk, we just weren't quite switched on, and he just, you see, he never really quite locked onto it. But I gave him a little nudge with my right leg, and he goes, "Oi, mummy, I don't like that." And I'm like, "No, you have to remember that you've got to stay straight. And if I point you at a jump, I would really like you to jump it." So then I just brought him round to represent and tried to keep it like calm but workmanlike. And he's like, "Oh, okay, you wanted me to jump that, obviously," and pops through it really nicely. So then I went and put the 3 together and he jumped through it even better. It was quite a long 2 strides, either that or it was 3 strides and we were doing it in 2. I'm not quite sure. So he did that, which was great. You can see Life on the Buckle and Muddy Mayhem, I think, fans in the background because they were schooling at the same time as us. Then this is his first time over this arrowhead. We thought it looked quite big for a 90, but Teddy thought it was cool. It was skinny, but not horrifically skinny. Then we went off and did all the corner, and there was like a sunken road, and we did all of that, none of which Mum got on camera this time. And then we finished off with this, literally just this little log on a mound down to this log into water. And I think he'd have actually done the big one. And then we finished there because he was amazing. I was so chuffed with him. Okay, so that's an idea of how it went. I didn't do an outro because when we were in the lorry on the way home, I looked at it and I was like, there's not really enough footage for a vlog. It's a very short and sweet vlog. And then I thought, this is his progress. I've been keeping these diaries literally from when he was unbacked, from the day we got him. So I don't want to miss out this phase because I would say that is definitely his best jumping session yet. He's feeling so much more grown up, so much rounder in the way he's working, so much more balanced. Just, it's amazing how much 2 weeks of work can make all the difference. Like he's a bit like a different horse, really. He's feeling great in the bit. He's got that 3-ringed bit on. I have gone to the bottom ring because I do need that little bit of extra, but it's a very soft mouthpiece, which is good. You can see he's a bit sassy, especially in the show jumping round when I'm sort of saying, "No, let's slow down." And he's like, "No, I don't want to slow down." But like, I'm the person that brings the brain. What was I listening to? I think it was the Shut Up and Ride podcast. I was listening to it, and Ben Atkinson said, the only thing that we bring, humans, we bring to the partnership, because horses have all the strength, skill, like stamina and the likes. The only thing that we bring is our brain, and my brain knows that we need to slow down when we're jumping around, even when Teddy thinks that he should be going quite a bit quicker. So yeah, bitting is definitely, touch wood, feeling a lot stronger, like as in much better. We're in a better place with it. He's definitely muscled up quite a lot more. I thought he was going to have a growth spurt, but I don't think he has. He's just filled out a bit, and he's going to continue doing that. He's not going to be fully grown until he's like 9 years old, because he's a Warmblood and he's big and strong, but he's doing so well. He's getting so coordinated, and yeah, so like I say, this is my outro now. I hope you enjoyed it. I am back as much as I can be while I'm getting everything else done. It's just having the bandwidth to keep on top of everything, but I will be here as much as I can because I love sharing our journey with you, and I'm sure I will catch you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Here's a little montage of Teddy Bear at Little Downham being amazing. Bye-bye.
Give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way.